We're starting off this bulletin with a mega India Today exclusive. The lone witness in the Jairaj Benix custodial death case has spoken to India Today. Revati is a police personnel. She's the only one who gave her statement to the magistrate confirming that Jairam and Benix were beaten in custody. She's now told us that she needs protection after the magistrate report noted that she was scared while giving her statement, and also that Revati in the report had stated to the magistrate that two people were beaten till early hours of the morning. There were bloodstains on the lathis of the police officials as well as the station bench. Let's play out that exclusive conversation.
June 19th என்ன நடந்தது மேம் ஸ்டேஷன்ல?
June 19th வந்து மேடம் நான் வந்து எதனாலும் வந்து கோர்ட்ல வந்து சொல்றேன். மத்தபடி நடந்த சம்பவம் ஒண்ணு, மத்தபடி எதனாலும் பார்த்துக்கலாம். இப்போ நான் இது உண்மையை சொன்னது வந்து அப்ப எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு பாதுகாப்பு தான் வளையம் தான் எனக்கு தேவை. மத்தபடி எதனாலும் தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
மேம் June 19th எக்ஸாக்டா அந்த என்ன நடந்தது அந்த ஸ்டேஷன்ல? கேன் யூ டெல் மீ
என்ன மேடம் தெளிவா வந்து அதான் மேடம் என்ன நடந்ததுங்கிறத வந்து நான் வந்து மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட்டுக்கு சொல்லிட்டேங்க மேடம்.
இப்ப வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் பண்ணி இருக்கு மேம் உங்களுக்கு?
ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் சொல்லிருக்காங்க மேம்.
அண்ட் அடுத்து இப்ப வேற த்ரெட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடைச்சிருக்கு மேம்? டிட் எனிவன் இன்டிமிடேட் யூ? யாராவது த்ரெட்டன் பண்ணி இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு? இப்ப வந்து
பிரச்சனை பண்ணா வந்து சொல்றேன் உங்களுக்கு இமீடியட்.
So that is an excerpt of the conversation that Shalini Lobo had with witness Revati. Shalini is also joining us live this morning with the latest updates. Shalini, good morning. You know, we just played out the conversation that you had with Revati where she reiterates that she needs protection. Has the government actually addressed that and provided some level of protection for her?
Good morning, Akshita. Well, what in the magistrate report yesterday, what they did say is that they will be providing her with protection. From the conversation I had with her today in the morning, I don't think that that is the case yet, because she also keeps reiterating the fact that she needs protection at this point of time. Now, if you read through the magistrate report, even the magistrate, Bharti Dasan, who was there at the Satankulam police station, who recorded her statement, said that she was noticeably agitated, noticeably tense, noticeably intimidated when she was giving that statement. The statement which altered the entire course of this case, a statement which said that the lathis of the police were stained with blood, the station bench was stained with blood, and the two people who were brought in that night, which were Jairaj and his son Benix, were beaten till the early hours of the morning. Moreover, the magistrate had also reported that the other police personnel that were there refused to cooperate. Revati did speak, but she was reluctant to speak. She was reluctant to sign the statement. After that, they ensured her protection, post which she signed the statement. She tells us that she has told everything that there is to say before the magistrate. Of course, she's a key witness in this case. She couldn't divulge much of the information that happened that night, but she did tell us that whatever took place that night, she did inform the magistrate, and the prime importance right now, what she needs is protection at this point in time.
Shalini, request you to stay on with us. I'm going to come back to you, but let's once again play out that exclusive conversation that Shalini has had with the witness Revati.
June 19th என்ன நடந்தது மேம் ஸ்டேஷன்ல?
June 19th வந்து மேடம் நான் வந்து எதனாலும் வந்து கோர்ட்ல வந்து சொல்றேன். மத்தபடி நடந்த சம்பவம் ஒண்ணு, மத்தபடி எதனாலும் பார்த்துக்கலாம். இப்போ நான் இது உண்மையை சொன்னது வந்து அப்ப எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு பாதுகாப்பு தான் வளையம் தான் எனக்கு தேவை. எதனாலும் தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
மேம் June 19th எக்ஸாக்டா அந்த என்ன நடந்தது அந்த ஸ்டேஷன்ல? கேன் யூ டெல் மீ
என்ன மேடம் தெளிவா வந்து அதான் மேடம் என்ன நடந்ததுங்கிறத வந்து நான் வந்து மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட்டுக்கு சொல்லிட்டேங்க மேடம்.
இப்ப வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் பண்ணி இருக்கு மேம் உங்களுக்கு?
ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் சொல்லிருக்காங்க மேம்.
அண்ட் அடுத்து இப்ப வேற த்ரெட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடைச்சிருக்கு மேம்? டிட் எனிவன் இன்டிமிடேட் யூ? யாராவது த்ரெட்டன் பண்ணி இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு? இப்ப வந்து
பிரச்சனை பண்ணா வந்து சொல்றேன் உங்களுக்கு இமீடியட்.
Shalini, you know what we fail to understand is why there's been a delay in the AIADMK government actually catering to her demand for protection. It's the most basic step, considering that, what the magistrate said is that he was abused, he was intimidated by the other police officials. So you can imagine how much pressure was on this particular official when she came out with that statement. Shalini, I'm just going to come back to you. Manu Sundaram of the DMK is joining us on this broadcast. Manu, good morning. Akshita here. We've just played out an exclusive conversation that my colleague Shalini has had with Revati, the police official who's the only one to speak to the magistrate and confirm what happened really in the Satankulam police station. And yet, even at this point, she's still demanding protection.
Well, given that the judicial magistrate himself, when he has visited the police station to conduct an inquiry under the express monitoring and directions of the Madras High Court, when the judicial magistrate himself was subjected to harassment and abuse, I can only imagine what level of pressure, harassment and intimidation that other eyewitnesses may be subjected to.
Absolutely.
This is the very reason why we have been demanding that a police investigation be launched against these officials with an express charge of murder under Section 302 of the Indian Penal Code. If that had happened, these police officials who are today intimidating, this would have been a sound warning, not just to the perpetrators who are accused of killing these two men, but also those who are now trying to protect. Now we have seen that there are very many rings of protection for those. They may have only been a handful of policemen who were at Satankulam police station who are accused of this crime. But now that ring has expanded to include other officials, senior officials of the police department, who are now engaging in an act of not only protecting these accused men, but also destroying evidence. The judicial magistrate's report clearly says that they have destroyed CCTV footage.
Yes.
From the night of the 19th, 20th is no longer there. The judicial magistrate's report also states that when he asked for clue materials, when he asked for materials such as the lathis of the policemen, they refused to part with these. This is clearly a violation under the Indian Penal Code, under Section 201, for example,
Yes.
which says that you're interfering with the course of justice. As you know that the Madurai bench of the Madras Court has already taken suo motu criminal contempt proceedings for interference with the administration of justice. But this goes way beyond. Who is empowering these men, these killers, and now who is now subsequently empowering these other police officials to protect these killers?
And
So
you
this
know
goes
what
right
really
to the top.
stands out is the arrogance of these police officials, so confident that they'll get away scot-free, that they will be completely clean, and that's why having the audacity to question the magistrate in such a way. Manu Sundaram, thank you for joining us. Narayanan Tirupati of the BJP is also joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Tirupati, at this point, the kind of optics in this particular case is damning for the AIADMK. They seem to be moving at a snail's pace. Why is the government hesitating at this point to go ahead and provide protection to the sole police official who spoke out, Revati? Why have they failed so far to take that basic step?
Yeah, that's what we have been saying. They should have done this long back to cover up one lie. You used to say that they will say 100 lies. The same way, to cover up one sin, these people have done 100 sins, and regularly they are doing it. And the government, though late, it has now realized, and it has asked for a CBI inquiry. And the court has asked the CBCI to conduct the inquiry till CBI takes over. So justice definitely will be assured, and it will prevail. Definitely, we are very confident on that. But what has happened is really unfortunate and highly condemnable.
Tirupati, thank you for speaking to us. Sudha Ramalingam, senior advocate, is also joining us on this broadcast. Ms. Ramalingam, we've spoken to the only police official who was willing to, in fact, make a statement before the magistrate and spoke about exactly what happened. And there's been no protection given to Revati. I want to understand, legally, doesn't the government have an obligation to provide that protection to her?
Definitely, they have an obligation to provide the protection to her and all those who are involved in seeking for truth. Human rights defenders generally are always at the risk of being targeted by the police and other authorities. And also, Revati, who has come out with the truth, has got to be given real protection. The court in its order has also indicated about it, and directed that the state should give her, if need be, even necessary leave.
All right, Ms. Sudha Ramalingam, thank you for joining us here on India Today. There's one question that the government must answer. Why there's a delay in providing protection to the only police official who's willing to cooperate with the judicial magistrate in his inquiry at a time when all other police officials so arrogantly dismissed him and even abused him. So in that kind of a circumstance, isn't it clear that the police official faces a threat for having spoken out? Let's listen into the conversation that Shalini had with Revati, that police official.
June 19th என்ன நடந்தது மேம் ஸ்டேஷன்ல?
June 19th வந்து மேடம் நான் வந்து எதனாலும் வந்து கோர்ட்ல வந்து சொல்றேன். மத்தபடி நடந்த சம்பவம் உண்மை. மத்தபடி எதனாலும் பார்த்துக்கலாம். இப்போ நான் இது உண்மையை சொன்னது வந்து எனக்கு வந்து ஒரு பாதுகாப்பு தான் வளையம் தான் எனக்கு தேவை. மத்தபடி எதனாலும் தேங்க்யூ மேம்.
மேம் ஜூன் 19th எக்ஸாக்டா அந்த என்ன நடந்தது அந்த ஸ்டேஷன்ல? கேன் யூ டெல் மீ a little?
என்ன மேடம் தெளிவா வந்து அதான் மேடம் என்ன நடந்ததுங்கிறத வந்து நான் வந்து மேஜிஸ்ட்ரேட் சொல்லிட்டேங்க மேடம்.
இப்ப வந்து ப்ரொடெக்ஷன் பண்ணி இருக்கு மேம் உங்களுக்கு?
ப்ரொடக்ஷன் சொல்லிருக்காங்க மேம்.
அண்ட் அடுத்து இப்ப வேற த்ரெட்ஸ் எல்லாம் கிடைச்சிருக்கு மேம்? Did anyone intimidate you? யாராவது threaten பண்ணி இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு? இப்ப வந்து
பிரச்சனை பண்ணா வந்து சொல்றேன் உங்களுக்கு இமீடியட்லி.
Kanimuri, DMK MP who represents Thoothukudi, is joining us on this broadcast. Ma'am, thank you for speaking to us here on India Today. Akshita here. I'm not sure if you heard the conversation that my colleague just had with Revati. She said that she needs protection at this point, and you'd think that's the first step that the AIADMK government would ensure, that protection is given to the only police official who had the guts to speak to the magistrate and confirm what happened.
The Madurai High Court has clearly said that she has to be given protection, and she was very scared, and she insisted that she needed protection, and only if they ensure that they give her protection that she would speak. And she's the only one who has gone against all the intimidation, and she has come out openly, and she had the courage to speak the truth. So the government has to make sure that she is protected, because this police station has threatened a judicial magistrate.
Yes.
We've never heard of something before like this. So if they can go to that extent and they do not cooperate, in the morning the High Court passes an order that they are not cooperating, and the revenue officers have to take over the police station because they are not cooperating. And again in the evening, the judicial magistrate could not even go to Saatharankulam. He had to ask all the witnesses to come to Tiruchendur because he was being threatened. So imagine what her state and is. So definitely she needs protection, and they have to ensure that she is protected.
You know, as you pointed out, ma'am, the audacity of these police officials at the Saatharankulam police station has led to a lot of questions about whether, they have some sort of protection, how exactly they've got the audacity to speak to a judicial magistrate in the way they did and refuse to really cooperate with his investigation. Why do you think the AIADMK government here is dragging its feet in providing protection to Revati?
It fails all logic. I really don't understand what the Chief Minister is trying to do, because in the morning the Madurai High Court has said they are refusing to cooperate. The Chief Minister is a person under whom this department comes. Anybody else would have called the police officers and said, what is happening? Why are you not cooperating? If he had done that, if he had spoken to the Chief Secretary or the Home Secretary and asked them to find out what is happening and why are they not following his line, this would not have happened. I don't know, or maybe the Chief Minister thinks that, this is the way go, and he doesn't, nothing is, he is not answerable to the people, not
Okay.
he is answerable to the law.
Okay. Ms. Kanimuri, I appreciate you taking the time out and speaking to us here on India Today. So you've got Kanimuri of the DMK questioning why the government is refusing to take the necessary steps and provide protection to Revati, the only police official who spoke to the judicial magistrate. She was very scared and yet gave details of exactly what happened at the Sathankulam police station. Let's also get you all the updates that have come in on the Thoothukudi story. The death of course, father and son, Jayaraj and Benix in the district has sparked massive outrage. The Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has said that there were injuries on the bodies of Jayaraj and Benix. In fact, and this can be grounds to file murder charges against the police officials.
More than a week after the brutal custodial deaths of Jayaraj and Benix, the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has said prima facie there was enough evidence to file charges against the policemen involved. The post-mortem report gave elaborate details of the injuries on the bodies. And there was more proof to show that the police were lying. India Today accessed the CCTV footage of 19th and 20th June from outside Jayaraj's mobile store. Contradictory to police version, there was no altercation with the police as Jayaraj went with the cops without any protest. And his son Benix followed him on a bike. The Madurai bench took suo motu note of the custodial deaths and filed criminal contempt petitions against 3 police officials of the Sathankulam station in Tuticorin.
The situation at the Sathankulam police station has raised serious concern, even with the judicial magistrate being disrespected, intimidated and non-cooperated with. These factors have been taken in by the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court, and hence they've appointed the CBCID team of Nellore to investigate into the affair, saying that no time should be wasted, no more evidence should be tampered with. At the moment, we're seeing that the family and the people of the state of Tamil Nadu are completely dependent on the judiciary to ensure that Jayaraj and his son Benix get justice.
The opposition has lashed out at the AIA-DMK government, charging it with attempt to cover up the crime. DMK MP from Tuticorin, Kanimuri, said the buck stopped at the Chief Minister's doorstep.
The Tamil Nadu government is exposed about its unwillingness, its inability to take action against the killers of the Sathankulam incident. They transferred the investigation to CBI so that there will be a delay for the CBI to take action, initiate the probe immediately.
The police torture and murder of Jayaraj and Benix has sparked massive anger across Tamil Nadu. With the High Court now stepping in, there's every chance that justice will be delivered. With Akshaya Nath in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.